Welcome. So this is a 6/6 portal. Welcome to this reading. This is a journey into Oracle, Tarot, and Gene Keys to just guide us into this gateway, this 6 gateway that we are in. So today is the 6th of June, so 6/6 portal. And I've chosen, of course, Gene Key 6. Now, the Gene Keys are a powerful tool for contemplation. And if you haven't already studied your Gene Keys, your own hologenetic profile, you can find your information at genekeys.com. You just need your place of birth, time of birth if you have it, and obviously birth date. And it's going to give you a very incredibly profound, soul enriching, nourishing, guiding, deeply informative overview of you as a soul on the earth here in physical form. So Gene Key 6, as we're in the 6/6 portal, and then we'll be working through Oracle, Tarot, and a message from Spirit at the end in the form of a beautiful postcard. So welcome to this portal reading. Portal readings are activators as well. So rather than sign-specific information, these are collective portal readings. So when this finds you is the right moment. It could be that you're listening to this on the 6th of June, this year, next year, at some point. It could be that you keep seeing the number 6 and you're guided to work with the energy of the 6 as a portal into understanding what's going on in your life, understanding the situation or situations you're facing, experiencing, moving through, or entering into and needing guidance on. So all readings, and particularly portal gateway readings, are for soul coaching, coaching the collective and coaching you, the individual, and me through our journey here at this time on earth. So although very esoteric and obviously rooted in spiritual guidance, with information coming from the non-local field, from spirits, guides, angels, archangels, bodhisattvas, Avalokiteshvara. We all gather here in the moment that you receive this reading and the moment this reading comes through to really give thanks and give blessings to our journey, to our soul's incarnation here. And always just coming into prayer and gratitude as much as is possible. And I've chosen for the beginning of this reading a beautiful prayer from Richard Rudd, who is the author and the founder of the Gene Keys. This prayer of manifestation and divine service. Angels and blessings of the higher worlds, please help me to bring this wish into form. I ask this thing in order to align more deeply with my higher purpose so that I can be of greater service to the whole. Please help me manifest this very highest possible potential within the limitations of this form. Purify my aura constantly in order for higher forces to work through me. I make my body, heart, and soul available for your pure emanations. Make me an instrument for your wisdom, your love, and your truth. Thank you, Richard Rudd. I think at this time as well, we are all deeply aware on so many levels that we have to understand who we are, both as a collective humanity and as an individual soul expressing its gifts, shadows, cities, it's critical that that inner work is underway or is being started. Because on a very practical level, if we don't know who we are on that deep soul level, and we don't know who we're becoming on a deep soul level, or why we're here, or what our life's work is, that actual purpose, then on a very practical level, with this very powerful revolution and evolution in AI, we are going to get even more lost. The power in understanding who you are, why you are, what you are, where you are, where you're from, and what your soul is seeking to give, to evolve, is one of the key things to helping you feel more safe, secure, and present in a very, very fast-paced changing world. So let's begin with Gene Key 6, and it's extremely potently on point for this portal reading. The dilemma is protection. We are all, as a collective, seeking protection. We can feel that on a deep level. We may be feeling unsafe, insecure, lacking security on very physical, real levels. But simultaneously, we may also be feeling that on spiritual levels. Never has there been a time where the unique individual's way of connecting to spirituality has been more available. But it's an arduous path to connect and stay connected and not get lost in the vast distractions available online and offline today. So the shadow here is conflict, and we are all experiencing conflict globally on the global stage. Now, the gift that we can receive and give is diplomacy. And then the city we can receive and give is peace, if we become more diplomatic. So emotions are running high globally and individually, in personal situations, local situations, and of course on that global stage. So this Gene Key 6 as a contemplation, first of all, do you have it in your hologenetic profile? If you go to genekeys.com, you'll be able to find out. But even if you don't, as a collective, and this is a collective channeled 6/6 portal reading, we all can experience the frequency of Gene Key 6. And we really are. So I feel like this is a very powerful portal reading, and I hope it resonates. Do comment below and share your thoughts and feelings with me on obviously contemplating protection, the shadow of conflict. Do you bring conflict? Do you receive conflict? Do you feel like you need protection? Do you offer protection? Are you diplomatic? Are you receiving diplomacy? Are you at peace? Can you extend peace? Are you receiving peace from others? And when we start to really contemplate and look deep down into our own inner wells of emotions, thoughts, feelings, and we start to see, how am I bringing conflict? How am I not bringing more peace? Where am I not being diplomatic? And invert that, of course, to bring forwards those positive frequencies, then we do start to create a ripple effect. If every single person simultaneously, I think, this is my opinion, just contemplated one gene key, it would be like unlocking a cosmic gateway into humanity's sort of growth and development towards more peace. It's a powerful practice. All the links for all the books and the cards that I use and all this information are below. But just before we go any further and start working with the Oracle and the Tarot, this is a beautiful book that Richard Rudd has created. So it's The Art of Contemplation. And if you're used to contemplation and contemplative studies and practices, this is a great book. And again, the link's below. So let's begin. Let's see what the oracles have to say for this portal, please, for the collective information. This is frequencies, energies, communications of what to focus on or what not to focus on, how to create more soul growth, how to bring your energy forward diplomatically and with peace, how to really understand what's going on as we move through the 6-6, whether you're in the 6-6 in a moment in time, this is a timeless reading, or you're in a 6 energy, you're feeling conflict, you're not feeling peace, or 6 has been drawing you and you've been seeing it a lot. So let's see, inner peace. Okay, Spirit does not work in mysterious ways. Spirit works in very direct ways. Peace. Now, the Gene Key 6 is peace, the city, the superpower that we all want, really, to experience and to be able to give and to receive is peace, because peace leads to everything. As a contemplative practice, how can we work on more inner peace? How can I bring more inner peace to myself, to yourself first? Because if you are not at peace with you, A, you cannot extend it, and B, it's like an inverted attractor. You experience conflict. The Spirit is saying wisdom. Inner peace and wisdom are the things to be working on as we move through this portal. Now 6 leads to 7 and we move onwards. So the 6th month leads to the 7th month. Number 6 leads to number 7. It's a journey we're on. Perhaps it feels cyclical to you. Perhaps you're revisiting something, or perhaps you're just finding yourself in a moment of deep awareness that there is this gateway that you're feeling as a sensitive or an empath, or you're just feeling in general that more peace is needed, of course. More wisdom is needed. And how to work on that for ourselves, how to bring the inner peace, how to bring the wisdom forwards. We are all wise because we are all alive. We've all had experiences. And it's when we mine the experiences, journal through them, look at them from a distance, bring forgiveness, love, and peace and diplomacy to them, that we begin to cultivate and be able to share wisdom. And wisdom's like a pearl, it grows and grows and grows. So Spirit is saying in this 6 portal, how can you bring more inner peace and wisdom forwards to others? How can you anchor it into your experience? Inner peace, meditation, yoga practice. I have classes, workshops, retreats. All the links are below for the meditation and the yoga and the contemplation classes, workshops, practices. But otherwise, just simply taking a pen, paper, and through this reading, just take notes. And then at the end, if there's time for you, just contemplating very quietly these beginning suggestions from Spirit of cultivating inner peace and wisdom and sharing that. and then the truth coming forwards. Now, when we can speak our truth, when we can share our truth, the truth of who we are, the real truth of a situation, because we've brought wisdom to it and peace to it, and we've brought, a way through that brings a sense of relief from any conflict, because we're in truth, then that peace is really even further founded and grounded, both in your reality and our collective reality. And that's a powerful gift to bring. Okay, I'm going to look at the Moonology as well here. Spirit, for this 6/6 portal, this 6 energy, what do we need to know? Some guidance, things to think about, embody, practice, go forwards with truth, wisdom, inner peace. Releasing ourselves from conflict. What would you like us to know as we travel through this 6 energy, this 6/6 portal? Thank you, Spirit. 1 or 2, thank you. When I'm shuffling and quiet, it's just time to really think about those inner reflective messages of the peace, the wisdom, the truth. Where is there conflict? Where would you like to see no more conflict? I can think of one big area in the world. Spirit is saying, when we focus on these things, bringing these things, giving these things, we will receive prosperity. Prosperity lies ahead for the collective. The end of a tough cycle approaches. You and your loved ones are safe. A time to give rather than take. Wow, okay. Prosperity lies ahead for humanity, our collective. So this is a journey, like I was saying, like it's a portal, it's a movement through that we're in, and you are in. And the end of a tough cycle approaches. On a collective level, we have been through an extremely tough cycle. Since 2020, we have all been in tower moments after tower moments after tower moment, just personally, locally, and globally. But Spirit is saying prosperity lies ahead. And I do feel, I don't know if you've noticed, that there's a definite shift, although there's a lot going on in the world, that there's this sense of movement now. We're not sort of stuck in a cyclone of chaos and fear and terror. It's sort of loosening its grip and we're coming out. So we're coming out and away from that. The Spirit is saying we are safe. Now, I know not all of us are safe on the planet. And perhaps that is a good moment to think quite deeply about how to give rather than take. How can you give more peace, more wisdom, bring more truth without creating conflict? So truth through diplomacy brings more clarity, truth, and peace. And it's actually wisdom then. And we come into this Gene Key 6, where we can bring protection forwards to others and receive protection, because this is the way of protection and diplomacy. Thank you, Spirit. We are moving through a gateway 6-6 or 6 energy. Prosperity lies ahead in your personal situation and for humanity. The end of a tough cycle approaches. You and your loved ones are safe. Time to give rather than take. And remembering that these are messages as well as just giving support, nourishment and guidance as we move collectively onwards and inwards. And if you do have time to contemplate in stillness and a meditation, not only is that a personal point of development and growth, but of course that ripple of energy and frequency out from you affects the whole. You don't have to actually do anything other than that. That is the most important, powerful thing that you could do. Sit quietly by self and just work through those contemplations and feel the support from this message, hopefully, on both that personal level, if you've been going through some very tough times. The times are evolving and changing now, and we are safe. You are safe. Prosperity lies ahead. So let's working with the oracle now to just see what Spirit has to say for energies, information, clarification, please, on this 6-6 energy frequency portal. Thank you, Spirit. If you're new to my work, sometimes cards come out, sometimes they flip it over in the reading, in the pack, in the deck, and sometimes they won't go back in, and I look at all of those energies that happen within the reading and take those cards. So Spirit has teamwork. 3 of Pentacles, everybody. So we can work into teamwork now. And actually, it does feel very much to me on a personal level that I can feel in the collective frequencies that there's been a massive transition since 2020, where the soul embodiments were a lot more ego-driven and sort of very individualized rather than harmonized to the collective frequency. And I just feel that everything got put to a level playing field. And although that was extremely hard for everybody, that it actually has created for a lot of us who've done a lot of inner work in that period of time, 2020 to now, to understand that level playing field and to come into a collective sense of teamwork and collaboration. Yeah, so the 3 of Pentacles is very positive. It feels like prosperity lies ahead in teamwork and in a collective evolutionary togetherness. We can also generate that prosperity. We can also end the tough cycles in humanity and personally. We can also help other people feel more protected, and in so doing, feel protected. And just, it is a time to give now and not take. give your gifts, give your cities if you know what they are. Contemplate them, work with them, share them as an extension of yourself. And that is teamwork. And Spirit has also given us the 8 of Cups, moving on. So that is, for me, again, that is together with the end of a tough cycle approaches. Moving on as a collective now into more peace, into much more wisdom, and into truth. We're in Aquarius, so it's very much about truth. Not Pisces, Aquarius energy now. This is the time of truth, of wisdom, of peace, of moving on from the past. We have moved through something very powerful. This reading is being recorded on the 6th of June 2025. 2025 is the most powerful portal year for humanity, for every individual to move on, to access more inner peace and extend more peace, to access more inner wisdom and extend that wisdom as truth, without conflict, with diplomacy, bringing more peace to the world, bringing more prosperity to self, others, and all, bringing safety and protection. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to take another oracle card. This is a beautiful oracle deck. This is the Healing Spirits, and I'm going to read from this beautiful book and just see what Spirit has to say for us. Thank you, Spirits, guides, angels, archangels, Avalokiteshvara, bodhisattvas. Okay, they're saying we may feel lost, you may feel lost, and we still slightly are, but we're never alone. Spirit is with us. There is light with us, helping us. And then they're saying if the world around you seems turbulent, just stop. So to find inner peace, if everything is feeling turbulent, then we come back to stillness. We come back to spiritual practices like meditation, contemplation, reading books that help us develop those skills, take us on the inner journey, and help us grow in a different way than ever before in this beautiful Aquarian age. Lost but never alone. Okay, here we go. There might be times in this world when you feel a great distance between yourself and others, and the sinking feeling of loneliness brings you down. This is the perfect moment to call on your spirit guide and ask if you can know them better. Your guide will have been waiting for this moment and will be happy to connect with you. In meditation, ask if you can receive a personal sign or sensation that will only occur when your guide is close to you or is acknowledging a question of yours. The same sign or sensation will appear repeatedly until you understand this is your guide's personal calling card and their way of building trust with you. That's so beautiful. Spirit is with us, is with you. Ask, connect, tune in, contemplate, meditate, walk in nature. Ask Gaia to help you. Stay grounded, stay connected. So let's now just read this one. If the world around you seems turbulent, stop. Know that it is because you are connected to the guardian spirits that you have the sense to pause for reflection when life spins out of control. This is when you go within to seek answers, and the great guardian spirits will reach you through your still mind and allow you to balance your energy before going on. Only when you can find balance can you affect the elements in motion and bring calm to the chaos. So seek that balance now. Every journey must include places to stop and reflect. We have to stop and pause and reflect to gain access to that inner peace and wisdom, to bring forward the truth with diplomacy, with care. Wow. I wonder what now energy points, chakra points, Spirit would like us to focus on. So these chakra energy points as a collective, when focused on collectively by many, obviously again increase that frequency of potent energy in the world. So this is where we can, just by coming into the stillness, coming into the stop, coming into the meditation, actually change things on a scale that we won't ever know, actually. I mean, we will feel, but we won't know, as in, it's not like turn the TV on, we know the TV's on, right? Turn the laptop on, we know the laptop's on. But this is like a sensation that we will start to feel more protected in the world when we extend from our stillness, when we extend that wisdom and that peace and that truth with sensitivity, and really work on that, on ourselves and in our immediacy, in our relationships, locally, broader field, globally. They're asking us to work beautiful onto the heart chakra. So there's a compilation of chakra meditations, and all the links will be below. If you find one of these chakra points or all of them you'd like to focus on, you can follow those guided meditations. Harmony for the heart chakra in this 6/6 portal reading. And these are beautiful messages. My mind, body, and spirit work in harmony with each other, aligned with both my will and the divine will. I have balance in my life, with room for both pleasure and purpose. My giving and receiving of love and abundance are in perfect balance. I am balanced. A time to give rather than take. And then we have this beautiful root chakra. So Spirit is asking us to connect to the heart, then ground that energy into Gaia, into our collective field of connectivity and love. This root chakra is for focusing on capability. I remove obstacles from my path. I can actualize what I set out to achieve. I cultivate my strengths and capabilities with focus and determination. I am brave, strong, and capable. And then finally, they're asking us to focus on the crown chakra, so Sahasrara, so heart, root, expand that energy through your crown chakra. And it's a we. That's beautiful. For a collective reading, how powerful and potent a message. I am blessed to be a part of the one. I honor and cherish my brothers and sisters, past, present, and future, who journey with me. Difference and polarity are not a threat, but an alternative view and experience. I embrace the shared experience of myself and others as eternal beings. We are one. We are one. I love it when spirit just comes in with the right message for us all. You know, we are one in a collective reading. And balanced as well. So focusing into the heart, the root and the crown, you know, as a contemplative meditation in itself. Very powerful. Just working with the oracle. And then we're going to go into a postcard from Spirit for this portal reading. And then close out, because it's a lot to take in. And beautiful messages, powerful messages. Just remembering when you work on these messages in your own life, as we travel through this portal, this 6-6, or if you're in a 6 energy, you're seeing 6s, or 6 means something to you. When this reading reaches you, it's important focus work. Wow. Okay, so soul journey. This is our collective soul journey as we travel through this portal now. To focus on inner peace and extend that, give that. To focus on wisdom, cultivate that, share that. To focus on the heart, ground ourselves into the root and explore this new consciousness that we can all share. To bring protection to others, to bring prosperity to others, to bring your truth forward, but bring it forward with diplomacy, having contemplated, having meditated, having practiced a practice that brings you into your inner peace. So that as you speak that truth, you're moving us and yourself forward into harmony on this soul's journey, so that this soul's journey just begins to dissolve and dissipate these hard, incredibly hard cycles we've all been through personally and collectively, because we all want to experience prosperity. So I hope this portal reading, channeled message has served and helped. Just comment below. It'd be lovely to hear what you're feeling and what's happening for you. If you feel this is a good guidance to follow. Thank you for being here. And it would be amazing if you could like, share and subscribe so we can spread Spirit's messages. I look forward to seeing you again soon. May the waves of samsara wash over you. Namaste. Namaste.